Fat Rabbit, huh?
Fat Rabbit. Testing.
Really, this song is the most savage song.
I think next week what we need to do is just start the podcast with the duet. You know what I'm saying? Let's start picking a song this week. We'll be surprised. We'll just get into it, and we'll sing that Shawn Mendes song with that one girl, and you'll sing the girl part, and I'll sing the guy part.
Yeah, we can do that. I could do that. I know that song. That song's fire.
There you go. So what's up, man? What's going on?
Nothing.
I feel like the audio might be decent today. I need to get a program that will auto level the audio.
I think so. It's fine out here. There's nobody here. No Asians chanting their
Oh, jeez.
I don't know, spells and riddle spells at me.
This place is nice. We might have to come back here.
Nobody cooking their cats. I don't know, whatever they're doing.
It's quiet. The only thing is just music and little crickets.
Trying to catch your Pokemon. I don't know what the fuck they do.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so for those wondering, the Boski podcast from last week is a two-parter, but I thought I'd give you guys a break from pregnancy talk so we get back to some lighthearted stuff. Well, it could be lighthearted, right? So we'll do Boski's second part 2, possibly next week or the week after. I'm just gonna break it up a bit. Plus, YouTube's a bitch when it comes to 2-hour uploads. Mm-hmm. So what I'll probably do is, I know I've gotten requests, especially from Cynthia. She mentioned it like on her own. She was like, "Yo, when do you get that on iTunes?" Because some people have like data issues and they can't like stream all day at work because otherwise it's gonna kill your data, right?
Yeah,
makes sense. So I am looking into it. In fact, I think there's other websites I found that will let you host the files for free versus having to pay somebody. Let me put my shit on mute. But instead of having to pay a hosting site to host the files, mm-hmm. which makes me a little concerned because then the views on the YouTube channel will drop, right? But who gives a shit? Anyways,
maybe, or it might increase.
Maybe you're right. So I will look into it.
You definitely have to give it a name now, or then.
There's 2 strokes and a pull-out podcast. You know what I'm saying? No. The you're the one that usually gives me the fucked up ones.
I gave you 2 gold ones. Gold, like platinum, like
no, I don't know.
SoundCloud rappers.
I don't know about that.
The Going Raw podcast, brilliant.
That will deter people from the serious ones too, though.
What was the serious one?
Like any ones where I interview people.
No, not too deep. Not too deep podcast. There you go.
Not too deep. Okay, that might be pretty good. I might be into that. Ha!
You're into not going too
deep. It's my motto. Not too deep.
Brilliant.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not mad at that one. I'm gonna have to Google see if that's taken. Don't take my shit. All right. So what's going on, man? It's been a few weeks since we've talked. We've enlightened these people with some knowledge. What you got going on in your life? How's that pop game going on the eBays?
Pretty good, man. Some left and right.
I saw your Instagram. You were like stocking up. It looked like either that or you're selling some shit. So what do you got?
Oh, I've stocked up because Force Friday, all the new shit came out for the movie Last Jedi. Everybody's trying to get their hands on that little dumbass penguin thing.
What exactly is Force Friday? Is it just one random ass Friday in September?
Yeah, or I think there's one in March too. There's a few of them.
I was gonna say I thought it already came and went.
It came and went. I feel like I was out last Force Friday too. Whatever. Just whenever your Lord and Savior George Lucas tells you Force Friday is, that's when you go out.
It's Disney at this point, dude.
Whoever.
Disney's got Marvel and it's got Star Wars, so they're literally double dipping in your pocket.
When your Lord and Savior Mickey Mouse tells you, you go.
That's pretty much what it is. He literally has a hand in your pocket right now.
Yeah.
Because he comes out with Marvel movies, what, 2 times a year maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe more.
So he has like 2 Marvel movies and a Star Wars movie. That's it. That's all he needs. So all that stuff came out, and my goal was not really to get the Star Wars stuff, but I was under the impression that, I will go to the places and everybody's going to be so caught up looking for that stupid dumbass penguin that they won't look for the other stuff. Yeah, they didn't really go that way, but hey, win some, you lose some. I had the day off. It's not like I took a day off, so. So I came back with a few things. I had sold one thing already, so got some hits on the other ones too. So hey, we'll see how it goes.
What else you got going on?
That's about it. Just making gains in that.
This is why we need interviewers, dog. You just spent 2 minutes.
Hey, you wanted to know about that. This is all. That's all I got to say about that. It's not a eventful story.
All right.
I thought it was gonna be a little more. I thought it was gonna be like, man, I got this badass pop. It sucks my dick and it comes to life at night. But I didn't find it.
Just specifically for that, right? Like,
yeah,
it comes to life.
Just that one.
Okay.
It's like reverse Chucky. You know how try to kill you? This one didn't do that. It just kills my dick. That's all it does.
I'm still not convinced that's a thing, though. By the way,
Why?
I've seen that in quote unquote videos, right? Where like
what?
dudes asleep. Hold on. Where dudes asleep and the girl all of a sudden like just starts going to town on that dude while he's asleep, right? And it's like that would never happen in real life. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
like that would never happen in real life.
I thought you were like, like Chucky dolls come to life. I was like, I hope that's not a thing.
No.
I saw some YouTube videos. They say some like dolls are haunted and they move a bit, but like come to life and like kill you. That's much.
You look at some weird shit on YouTube. No, I mean like that quote unquote fantasy for guys. That never happens, man. Like, who is such a deep sleeper that you just sleep through all of that?
No.
The only guy that is sleeping through that is a guy that's pretending to sleep through that.
Yeah,
he's just like he's like
to the right. I mean,
I'm sleeping. I'm so asleep.
So asleep.
Yeah, that never happens, man. You'd
Suck
wake
the
up in 2
seam.
minutes. Don't forget the balls. Yeah,
no,
that's hilarious.
Fake. Wait, this hope was gonna kill us all.
So, anyways, what else going on, dog?
That's about it. It was a slow week, man. Well, we said we're going out drink. I'm hyped up for the drinking next week, man.
For the what?
For the drinking we're doing next weekend.
Well, I told you I could start drinking again, so we can go do it up. I'm hoping the UFC's up next week again. And by next week, I mean like this coming weekend. I'll have to look at the schedule. Let me look.
Well, you said who's fighting tomorrow?
You mean?
Or this weekend?
You mean last weekend? It's Stefan Struve, the really tall guy. He's fighting against another really tall dude.
What if I look like a White Walker for a second?
Oh, jeez. Random people walking around. Even if I told you who he's fighting, you're going to be like, okay, whatever. Like, it's not a guy you know about.
You saw Game of Thrones. You saw the ending of it.
Yeah.
Just spoil it for everybody, man.
I'm not going to spoil it for people.
So, anyways, I'm going to spoil it. I don't give a fuck. So,
I hope you guys have watched
the
this.
god Cthulhu came down, and he just fucked everybody. And he's on the Iron Throne now. That's how it ended.
You know, the Iron Islands, those boat people, they actually believe in like a Cthulhu type thing.
Yeah, that's on their thing.
Oh, is it?
That's why I said
right.
that.
Well, no. They have like an octopus looking thing.
Yeah, that's...
I'm talking about like a Cthulhu, like an octopus
like an
man like thing.
Oh, well, that I saw their before we went on our journey earlier. I saw part of it, and then I saw I think I saw some shirts, and it had like that octopus on there, so it reminded me in my head right now. That's why I said Cthulhu. You know, there's Funko Pops of that.
Of Cthulhu?
Yeah.
From what?
I don't know. The Scientology god? Whatever it is. I don't know, man.
Yeah, this coming weekend, as in like we're on Monday, so this coming weekend is Johnson versus Borg, and Nunes versus that one girl who she's supposed to fight like 3 weeks ago, but then pulled out of because she had a sinus infection or some
like
shit.
Cyborg? Not Cyborg.
No, the blonde one. the Shinzvesco. I can't even say that word. Well, I don't even know what her first name is. Shinzvesco. She's Swedish? No. Whatever she is. Russian? I think she's Russian.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, those two, that's the main card. And then I think the week after that, it's Rockhold versus that one guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the week after that is, I don't know. Mm-hmm. The one that's going to be fire is that one card where, isn't TJ's fighting, okay. Major downside about this spot, the freaking Ricers. Jeez, man. Piece of shit, Honda. Seriously, dude.
I wonder if you can hear that.
They can hear that. Yeah, that was as loud as the lightning was that week. That 1 week. I mean, I've never been into the Ricer mentality. That thing's not doing anything. It's not going anywhere. And then it sounds like crap. It's not like it's a finely tuned, and these words hardly ever come out of my mouth, but a Mustang that sounds like throaty and good and deep rumble. Like, that just has like a gargle rumble /
everything's
like air
moving.
coming out of the wrong areas. Like, just horrible. Just horrible.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
That's men lacking self-respect. I really wish I would have got the combo now, because apparently I had no drink left.
Go ask her. That was a nice Mexican girl in there that...
why don't you go talk to her?
That's how your mama wanted you to marry. It's Mexican girl like that.
How about I give you $2, you go give me a drink, and then you hit on her, and I'll do a play-by-play
you know
as
what?
I'm talking.
I didn't even check to see earlier when we were at the place where we ate, because she was like, "Oh, do you want a side of ranch?" I was like, "Yeah." Now most times I don't get charged for ranch, but I didn't see if I got charged.
Don't you have the receipt?
No, I tore it up.
Damn. Well, look, I'll give you $2. I'll stand here by the window, and then I'll watch you, and you got to lay some game. I'll do a play-by-play on the podcast. Be like, all right, he's going up to her. Now, he gently touched her side, and I was like, hey, honey, hey, Ma, can you give me a soda? I got some cash for you. And then she seems to not be into it. But then he went, anyways, I'll just do a play-by-play. You know what I'm saying? I'll visualize it for people.
Are you gonna visualize it right? You're gonna be like, man, she was so rejected by him. She threw food at his face.
But all of a sudden, she started unzipping his pants for no reason.
She's sucking him off now.
That sounds horrible when you say it. I was gonna say it gently. I'm gonna do it like those fantasy novels. And she gently grabbed his massive shaft and
slowly caressed.
With
it. Both hands, she twisted the mighty member.
Damn, that's sounds worse than when you said what did you say?
Sucking them off. I just got that voice, man. It just cuts right to the point.
Dude, that's what you should do, man. You should do voiceovers and do like those fantasy like novels that women write to just feed their fantasies about Fabio looking guys working at some sort of farmhouse.
It'd be a good thing to do. Do that. So have a woman write it, the way she writes it all nice and clean or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
guy it up.
And guy it up. So like say something all feminine like you were doing.
Oh fuck. And then she walked into the stable and unzipped his massive member.
He front kicked the doors open and took out his rock hard dick and just plowed her like a field of cotton.
It's kind of like when you see people clean up. Dude.
This motherfucker.
Dude, if you follow our podcast, there's always a van or truck that's cleaning the freaking road. He's following us.
He's right here.
He's following us.
He's going to get closer to us now, actually.
Dude, there's got to be like our Easter egg podcast where we interview this guy.
Or closer. Now we're going to get all this
sirens too. Holy shit.
This is the GTA podcast, Vice City podcast.
That's what we need to name this. The GTA Vice City. We got like random noises. Holy crap. I'm going to get some to drink. All right, we back. That's right, son. Get off your phone. Get back on this podcast. Get back on this podcast tip. You know what I'm saying?
Are we back?
We back. All right, so what else you got going on, man?
All right. I had some stories I want to tell you.
Oh, what's going on? What's happening?
All right. Hold on, let me scratch my nose right quick. There you go. All right. Allergies, man, ain't no joke.
I guess.
I hear more.
Ricers?
Ricers.
They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere.
Anyways, all right. So a few weeks ago when we went to the gaming convention,
Yeah.
right before we were like, you need your car wash, right? And I was like, oh, go to this one I always go to. And you actually got off the freeway and were heading to this other one up here.
Right, the carousel one.
Yeah, the carousel one. And I was like, no, go to this other one. So last week, after I went to go get some other pops that I sold that same day, because I'm baller ass like that, I went to that one because you had said you had been there before or something. And so I was like, oh, I'll try it out. Because the other one's normally filled on Friday. You know, everybody's trying to get their car clean, you know, to get, you know, pussy and dick, you know.
Is that what happens?
That's
you
what
gotta
happens.
get the car clean first?
You got to get it clean first so you can get it
Okay.
dirty again.
Jeez.
And so, hey, it's the truth. That's what happens.
Get last week's stains off, right?
Yeah, get last week's stains off.
Same with the new stains.
So you get new stains in.
It's like a human air freshener in your car.
Yeah, you can't have those DNA stains on your seat.
Oh,
It's
okay.
been sitting there all week. You got to get cleaned off.
In the heat, just
Yeah.
percolating.
Yeah, just on the dashboard. Just clean it
Wow.
off of there.
Wow, what, you got a fire hose going? You just
You
spraying
might-
everything down?
Might be young and vascular. Who knows?
Okay.
So, anyways, I went to the car wash, the carousel one. Man, I got there at 5 o'clock. My car was not done until 4 or 5:50.
Wow, why?
Because they have like
How much spray did you have inside your car?
no nothing. They just need to vacuum it out. I got like the basic wash too. It shouldn't took that long. They even got like 5 people working there.
So why did it take so long?
Because they just so slow. They had some giant lesbian vacuuming out the car, and I'm like, and she like just got out of prison or something. I'm like,
Jeez.
what the hell, man? I'm like, I need like 4 Mexicans working on this vehicle, and they took forever. And then when they got done vacuuming, took it through a car wash, it was like sitting there for like 30 minutes before like they finished cleaning it up. Like, what is this bullshit?
Low on staff?
Yeah, I guess. And then there were white people vacuuming out the car. I'm like, this is weird. At the other car wash, just like 30 Mexicans working on it. Get that shit out.
What are you
and,
trying
like,
to say? White people don't work as hard?
White people don't work as hard. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Damn. I send the angry tweets to at that dude Ruben _00 or some shit.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Link below.
If you're
Look, dude, there's a car parked right there for no reason. See him? See him? For no reason.
getting dick,
Oh, they fucking. Oh, they fucking.
you go up there and be like, sir,
Excuse me.
sir.
Excuse me. Oh, maybe he finished because he's pulling out now.
Is he pulling out now?
Dang.
No, he's probably confused where he's going.
For no reason. Anyways,
Yeah, so anyways, so don't go to that one. Go to the one I told you to go to.
that place looks like it's slow and expensive for no reason.
It was just as expensive as the other one. I said the other one raised their prices. Yeah, it was the same price as this one. And you might as well go to the other one because they got done quick. And we went on like a Saturday.
Yeah, it was
and
pretty
like
busy.
peak hours, and it was pretty busy, and they still got done in what, like 20 minutes or
And
so?
it literally rained hours later.
Yeah, but and they did the inside pretty good, and your shit was all dirty.
I've been looking at it in the light, and there's some dirty spots still, but it was for really dirty. I will say
Yeah.
that. No spray though. No spray. It was just dirt.
Yeah,
Just dirt.
yeah. Thanks for clarifying that.
Just hey man, you brought it up. I didn't have any dried wood glue anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Just
You know what I'm
throwing
saying.
that out there. Okay.
Oh, I like this song right here.
Yeah, this place is playing the party mix. They're not playing. All right, and the other thing, so my sister started a new job.
Again?
Yeah,
Another one? Did she just
another
quit one?
Same one she quit. Oh, another one she quit. So, so it was me at the house all for a few days, because she was working until 7, I think. She had some good hours. She was going like 10:30 to 7. That's pretty sweet hours, man.
Anyways, whatever. Continue.
My mom took her.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And then she would pick her up because it was actually right across the street from my mom's.
Oh, that
work.
worked out.
Yeah. So, so it was just me at the house. So I would come home, and then I'd work out because I'm not about that bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to get sweating. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You know what I'm saying? Go outside, Throw some kettlebells around. Let the
That's
neighbors'
right.
wives come out, wipe you down.
That's right.
Give you a cookie between
That's right.
sets. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. I did that shit in the front yard too.
That's how you
'cause I'm
gotta do
a
it, man.
Goddamn man.
That's how you got to do it.
That's right.
Neighbors' wives got to have something to dream about. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Just got to go out there and just swing heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get those noises going in there. Just be like, whoa, whoa. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
let them know. Just
That's
let them know.
to
What
let them
grunts
know.
are.
They got to be able to have some to put in that spank bank material. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when the husbands ain't home, they can just be like, man, that neighbor Ruben, and they all get all hot and ready to go.
Put in that DJ Hero mixtape.
That's right.
Mhm.
Pro level, expert level. You know what I'm saying? When you put that hard difficulty in the video games, hard.
So
Hard difficulty. That's right. Splash waterfalls. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I was doing that, and then I would like also make dinner for everybody. So I was like, I had my shit perfectly locked down for like 3 days, man.
Uh-huh.
I'd come home and work out, make dinner, get my clothes ready, wash clothes and shit, feed the dog. And I just looked at myself in the mirror. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Goddamn man.
I was like,
Goddamn man. You grew up.
I
Goddamn
guess so.
man.
I was
That's
like,
right.
I was like, my ex-girlfriend domesticated me a little bit too much.
Fuck that son. You gotta be on top of shit. You
I
gotta
was like,
have your shit done.
yeah, apparently so. I was like, who is this dude? I don't even know who I'm looking at.
That's right. But you're adulting now, man. About
Guess
time.
so.
About some fucking time.
Guess so.
That's
And I
right.
went to sleep at 9 o'clock. And I woke up the next morning at like 7 o'clock.
Okay, do what you gotta do, man.
And I
That's
was
life.
stretching out again.
That's life. Gotta get your priorities in check. Get those notes. Start check marks on your list. You know what I'm saying?
Productive as hell, man.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do.
So, and then she quit her job. So,
Oh, jeez.
so
What happened this
I
time?
didn't have to make dinner anymore. But I'm still productive. So
What
there
happened
you go.
this time?
She didn't like it.
Another school thing again?
Of course.
Oh, God.
She finally got it through her head to stop working at school.
What about you? What the fuck's your problem?
I like it.
Whatever.
So,
Anyways.
yeah. She was working at like a daycare. And
The coffee didn't do shit for you either, huh?
I was drinking my water. Coffee's in the car.
That coffee didn't do shit for me.
So I guess it was a daycare, and she was saying that they didn't follow too many of the like actual guidelines of childcare. Like, they put blankets over babies, and they're just like, "I'm
They'll
sure
be
you're
fine.
fine. You'll be fine." So
It's not
she
moving.
didn't
It'll be
like it.
fine.
Yeah.
He'll breathe again soon.
Like they weren't cleaning shit and sanitizing stuff, so she was like, so whatever. So she seems like she's moved on from that. So that's that. So what did you think of the Mayweather fight?
I don't know what to think. I think it was an entertaining fight. I think the build-up itself made it entertaining because of all the shit talking. I think Conor looked really good the first few rounds. I don't know if that's because Conor is that good of a boxer or because Mayweather was just trying to get him tired and get him pooped out, or to find out what his game was. I'm not sure. You know, everybody's like, oh, you know, he laid the most punches on Mayweather ever. Technically, he did. But was Mayweather fighting a different fight than he normally does? Yeah, Mayweather usually runs around a lot, and this time Mayweather was actually looking to bang a bit. That's the worst meme ever. Send that to me. So ultimately, it's a weird mix. I think overall, though, it was entertaining. It was fun. I think Conor, despite the fact that Mayweather did fight like other people fight, like they're actually looking to fight, not point fight. He did good. He did very well in a completely different sport. And it would have been interesting if he would have been allowed to go back to his corner at the 10 and then recovered a bit and then kept going out. Mike, if he could have kept what he was doing in the last few rounds, I wonder who they would have given that fight to, because it could have gone either way. That's how close it was. So overall, though, it was still a fun fight.
Yeah, I think the people I was watching it with, because I got invited to my boss's house. I guess she had some friends and family over, so she invited me over there. I guess I qualify as friends and family. So
There you go.
it's kinda
There you
cool.
go.
So
You're like, hey, if I'm family, why aren't you hooking me up with people? Should say that.
so I was over there, and you know, I don't want to be racist, but they're all black people. I don't know what you people like being called.
Damn.
So they were all black, Afro-American, whatever we want to be called. So they all like Mayweather, of course, and so I'm not sure if they're like real big boxing fans. Like I follow boxing like a little bit more hardcore than like most common folk, because I think not too many people like follow boxing like a lot. Like I think a lot more people follow MMA now than boxing, probably.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. I don't know enough. I want to say MMA is definitely getting popular.
Yeah. We're like a good like quarter of a mile away from that guy. I still heard that shit. So anyways, they're like, oh man, Floyd's in trouble like in the first 4 rounds. And I'm like, nah. I'm like, that's how like Floyd starts. You know, he kind of, I want to say gives you 4 rounds, but he kind of takes 4 rounds to like kind of start. And like definitely after those 4 rounds, he kicked it up a bit. But then Conor was like still there with them after the first 4 rounds. So it's really not till like the 9th round, 8th or 9th round, Conor started kind of going down a bit. And even in the 9th too, he was kind of there still.
Yeah, well, when he changed over to the second, Conor mentioned how he had 3 different styles, and when he definitely got into the second and third style, like he was actually getting some solid punches in on him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I was telling people around me, I think you could tell that Conor is definitely getting fatigued, because towards those middle to late rounds, his positioning wasn't the same. Like at first, he had that very tall stance, and almost like where he's keeping guys away from you with his long reach. But then towards the later rounds, he would kind of dip down a little bit and kind of lean in a bit, which would cut back on his range. So Mayweather didn't have to cut in as far and risk getting popped when he was going in. So, you know, that's a huge problem. He started getting tired, and he started leaning forward and breaking all of that length he had, which made it easier for Mayweather to come in, slip in overhand rights or whatnot. So it was a problem. But once again, man, like even everybody else, I mean, Conor only has a certain amount of fights he can lose, and then his mystique kind of goes away. So he needs to be able to make these big money fights happen, or cash in as much as he can and dip. Because look, just like Ronda, everybody thought Ronda was like the fucking world breaker of that division, and then when people came in and just beat the shit out of her, people were like, oh man, she was so fake, like she only had a one-trick pony, but like she really had huge holes in her game, and people exposed it. But it's like, yeah, but you weren't saying that when she knocked Paige Koheda out with like a freaking combo breaker from Killer Instinct. So, you know, it's one of those situations where the moment you start seeing big weaknesses in his armor, people are going to exploit that. And one big weakness is he can't go long rounds. He gasses out. So in MMA is a little different, because now he's got legs. So like Nate, who's got the ability to go to those later rounds in high volume, all the full rounds, he can push him towards that fatigue in his cardio. But the problem is that because Nate also fights so upright, Conor could just whack at those fucking legs. And so if he didn't have leg movements, it'd be interesting to see a Conor versus Nate in a boxing style match.
You mean Nick?
Nick, sorry. So this motherfucker, I'm telling you. So ultimately, it'd just be interesting to see that, but that's a big weakness in his armor. So he needs to either keep winning fights, or he needs to fix that weakness. The fuck is he doing?
Making noise for this shit?
Fucking A. So anyways, that's my thoughts on the fight. I thought it was good. Overall, man, just because of the build-up, it was still a fun fight to watch. Just because so much shit was talked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. That's better than I thought. I'm just surprised it took him 10 rounds to beat him. I thought he was going to knock him out a little quicker.
I thought it would happen faster, too.
But, hey, it shows how quick Conor is.
Freaking A, man. Anyways, noise wherever we go.
Yeah.
Starting to miss the green room right about now. So, anyways.
After we after it was done, we were sitting there talking a bit, and so like we're listening to the interview and everything, and Connor's was talking. He's like, "Yeah, they should let me fucking die, go out of my shield and shit." I was like, they kind of should have let you get knocked out, though.
I feel like they should have let him fall.
Yeah.
Drop. You know, they should have let him drop. Like, because ultimately, even though they stopped it, Connor still kind of won. I mean, he didn't look bad.
No, he didn't look bad.
If he would have fell or got knocked out, then he would have looked bad. But he literally got wobbled a bit, rocked a bit, went up against the ropes, and the judge just stopped it. You know,
yeah.
So
and he was saying, "Oh yeah, it's not that I was like super damaged." He goes, "I was just really tired," and it's like, "Yeah, I see that." That's why I was like, "Yeah, they kind of let you need a."
I think he was. I think he's full of shit. I think he was a little wobbled.
But even, I mean, the very pro Mayweather crowd I was with, they were like, "We admit it, you took our boy you made our boy fight, and he hadn't fought in a long time."
Well, I think for Mayweather, too, it was a risk for him to actually fight versus point fight. But I think he wanted to finally do what he said he's been able to do instead of just, point fighting. Punch, 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 run, 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 punch, 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 run, 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 just to get the points and get the win. So it was still entertaining just because of the build-up. I just made, like Stipe has been wanting to fight the heavyweight champ. But I'm like, there's no way you're going to fight a heavyweight champ boxer. There's just no way.
He's going to punch him to that Dormammu universe.
Like I'm thinking of like a Tyson.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude. There's a very big difference between MMA where you can do a lot of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, Stipe's a bad motherfucker, but he's not an elite level striker. Yeah. I mean, there's just no way. No. I'm trying to think of like Tyson. I'm thinking of Tyson in a heavyweight version. Like, well, he was heavyweight, right? I'm thinking like Tyson versus Stipe, and Tyson would just murder him. Also, Tyson was scary fast. Yeah. For a guy his size, he was so fast.
Yeah, who's the heavyweight champion he wants to fight?
I think it's a black dude. I can't remember his name because Klitschko got beat by that one guy, right? But they stripped that one guy.
Joshua?
Yeah, I think that's him. Because, which I don't understand. Doesn't boxing have like multiple federations and multiple belts?
Yeah, it depends who you're. All right, so there's like HBO and then there's Showtime boxing. So
who is he calling out, the HBO or the Showtime box?
Probably HBO. HBO's a more recognized one, probably.
So since Mayweather was retired, he technically didn't have any belts, right?
Yeah, he doesn't have no belts.
This is just a kind of like an exhibition match kind of thing?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if now the UFC has to go through Connor's promotion company in order to schedule UFC fights.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyways, interesting fight. Fun situation.
Oh yeah. So as we were sitting there all talking, and then like we heard a firework or like a firecracker or like something, or like a gunshot. It was really loud, and so all my boss's friends they're from Detroit, and so they were all talking. We were all talking, and then like they all went silent, and they're like, "Shit, what was that?" And like they're all traumatized because they're like from Detroit, so when they hear like loud noises sound like gunshots, like their first instinct is to like duck down and shit. And so they were like, they got like kind of nervous, like I could see in their faces because they're like stunned. They're like, shit, what was that? I'm like, I think it was just fireworks. They're like, oh okay, like you sure? I'm like, yeah.
You're like, here, let me show you what a gunshot's like. You just fucking bust out your block and you're like,
no. They're like, oh, we didn't know you had gunshots out here. I'm like, well, we don't really. I mean,
hey, here's my gun. Let me show you. We all got guns out here.
I'm like, no, I think that was just firework. I think you're fine. But it was funny because they're like traumatized, kind of.
Yeah.
And I was like, I understand it, and then I was like, yeah, they found a dead body out here like a few months ago, and they're like, oh shit, really? I was like, yeah. They're like, oh, was it a Mexican guy or a black guy? I was like, oh, it was a Mexican guy. They're like, oh, probably cartel shit, right? You got that out here? I'm like, and I'm just like playing into it. I'm like, yeah, man, we got that shit out here, definitely. They're like, oh man, he probably didn't get those drugs so bored. I'm like, yeah, that shit happens all the time. Those dudes don't get that drug so bored, they'll kill you. He's like, yeah. He goes, man, shit's crazy.
People get a little nervous around guns, like in other places. For example, like I know Boski would bring up, him and his wife would bring up how like, because out in California, there's no like you can't have guns the way you can have them here. So here it's like you can be driving on the road and you see a guy on a motorcycle and he's got his Glock on a freaking holster on his belt and you're like, well, whatever, that happens.
Yeah.
But over there it's like completely different gun laws. And I was thinking about that on the drive over there. I'm like, so what happens when you cross the border? And you're like, no, you have to basically have it locked in the trunk and the key has to be in like the glove box and you gotta have this big old ordeal. I'm like, dude, if we're in the U.S., man, like, what if you have to use it for personal safety? You gotta tell the dude, hold on, man, don't rob me. Let me go to my trunk real quick. Let me get my gun so I can defend myself.
Yeah.
Like at that point, just not have a gun. There's just no point for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their laws are a little more different.
It's just interesting. The concept at that point, it's like, why have a gun?
Yeah, we're out here in the Wild West and shit. It's like the Oregon Trail here. Just spin around and shoot buffaloes for survival, man.
Is that what it's like out here?
Yep. Shoot raccoons. Shoot, what else?
Did you see that
ducks?
video? Speaking of which, did you see that video where these people were hiking on a mountain and they go around a corner? There's a giant fucking mountain lion looking at them from above. Have you seen that video? Mm-hmm. And they're just kind of like, what do we do? Are we supposed to make noise? And that thing is just looking at them like,
keep walking.
That thing's just looking at them like, I'm going to fuck both of you up. Just straight eye contact. Like whoever breaks eye contact first is going to get snapped up. And they're just like, just move slowly back. And they start moving slowly back. And then you see the mountain lion just kind of leaning over, trying to see if you can keep an eye on them. I'm like, dude, man. Mountain lions are big enough where you're not gonna come out of that without any scratches. Like if you come out of that, you're gonna have some tears on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's that one thing that Joe Rogan always says, which makes me laugh, where he says, like, at what size cat are you really fearing for your life? Like a house cat, you're like, all right, that thing's gonna give me a couple scratches, but I'm gonna grab that thing by its tail. I'm just gonna slam it on the ground, right? Whatever, right? Not a big deal. But what's the next one? Like a little bobcat?
Bobcat.
Bobcat's like what, 25 pounds?
Yeah.
Still pretty powerful. Good power to it.
It's gonna get a little scratch up. Get a little deeper. It's gonna be a little deeper. It's gonna hurt a little bit more.
You might get some scratches to the bone on an arm or something.
It's gonna let you know. It's gonna let you know. This was your last cat. You're fucking up. Yeah. After that, you don't stand a chance.
No, like mountain lions, man.
You're gone.
You better have like a sword on you.
You better look like Wolverine.
You better be strong, fast, and dense like a motherfucker. You better be like a Brock Lesnar. You better be like a 350-pound lineman.
Yeah.
You better be ready.
You're out there in the forest looking like Jon Snow. You ain't doing shit. You ain't doing shit.
Nah.
You better be looking like the Hound.
But then you start Googling stats for like tigers.
Yeah,
like lions are scary, right? Lions are scary. If you're talking about a female lion, you're like, oh, that's a couple 100 pounds. That's a big fucking cat. They're fast. They're strong. Like, they don't even look aggressive, and they are aggressive. Like, they look like they're just playing with the ball, right? But then you start Googling stats for fucking tigers, and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, they're up to 500 pounds. They could jump. Like, have you ever seen those videos on Instagram where they just jump up for the meat, and you're like, they can jump over a bus. Yeah. Like, what the like, dude, if that thing wants to kill you, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. Like, I bet you that guy, those two fucking quote-unquote maybe possibly gay, allegedly magicians from, what do they call it, Siegfried and Roy?
Yeah.
Like, if that guy that got snapped up by that tiger, I bet you that moment he was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't a house cat.
Yeah.
This isn't... Motherfucker.
I'm gonna do speed racing for no fucking reason.
He's gonna turn right again, isn't he? Of course he is. As I was saying, like, that little freaking tiger is not like your little tabby house cat. Like, that thing is gonna fuck you up. I'm telling you, dude. This is getting fucking annoying. This guy literally is my worst nightmare, or my worst enemy on weekends. He just did the same run he just did. He's just doing this shit to irritate us.
Yeah, what is he doing? He's not doing anything.
Doing runs?
Is he getting like quarter mile times?
Probably. So, anyways, now he's going to the opposite. There we go. Now he's leaving. Anyways, so cats are just fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, like I told you that one time he was watching, or I was watching that show Survivor, man. He went in India to survive. And he's like, oh yeah, he goes, I'm normally out here alone. Like all these times, like I've done it like 40-some times.
But that guy has a crew with him, right?
No, he's by himself.
Oh, he's filming his own stuff?
He's like, yeah, like all 40-some times, however many times he's done, like 30-some of the times I've been out here by myself. He goes, this time, he goes, they wouldn't let me out here by myself because they got tigers out here. He goes, and apparently there's a tiger in this village I'm at. Apparently it's been coming out here and picking out the people. Like the villagers here are trying to fight it. They're trying to fight this tiger. Like this tiger's coming in the village and picking out people. And yeah, they won't let me out here with it. So I got like five Indian army guys. They're out here with machine guns and like machetes.
Oh fuck!
And they're here to protect me. And they're trying to kill the tiger because this tiger is. They have like the villagers are at war with it. And it's just coming in the middle of the night like a fucking velociraptor and just picking out people out of windows. I was like, that's fucking insane, man.
I can't remember if I saw this video or I. Okay, I would take this back, saying this is a good spot for this fucking podcast. It's not a good spot. Anyways, I can't remember if I saw this on a video or if I heard this story, but I remember hearing the story of like these fucking dudes that were like on land and this fucking tiger goes at them. It was like 3 dudes on a boat. They start rowing the boat out. And in the time they got out, that tiger got in the water, picked one of those dudes up, swam back to shore, threw his body on the ground, went back in the water, got back on that boat, took a dude out, brought him back to freaking water, and then I think one guy got away. But, like, those things are killing machines. Like, they're the equivalent of land sharks.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Don't get me wrong. I'd still like to go to one of those places in Mexico that are probably totally illegal, that they let you hold the little tiger cubs.
Yeah.
Because I hear it, I'm sure when you hold one of those tiger cubs, it's like holding a little monkey, where you're like, oh, it's like a little human. But I think it was Rogan that was talking about how, like, when he held a chimp when he was on one of these shows, like, they're dense. Like, their muscles aren't like human muscles. Like, you touch a human muscle and it's, like, soft and gooey. But you touch, like, a monkey muscle, and he said it was, like metal wire just twined together. Like, the muscle is insanely dense. They're crazy. Just different creatures. And I bet you that's how tigers are.
Yeah,
you touch them and they're just fucking strong.
I was watching Animal Planet one day, and they always got some fucked up shit on there. One's like when animals fuck people up. That's it's not like my favorite thing to watch, but like you watch it sometimes and you're like, fuck.
Was it recreations?
Animals. Yeah. It's not like recreations. People telling the stories and they have like slight reenactments of it.
Oh, yeah. Like 3D versions of it?
No, it's just like kind of like flashbacks. It's like vague scenes and like kind of like vague recreations of it. I guess I forget what it was. One was this like, I think lion or tiger escaped from its pen at a zoo. It just started fucking everybody up.
I bet.
Because it was like, you gotten fucked up now. Like you let me out. I think somebody let the like cage in the bottom. They left it open, or it figured out how to open it with its big ass paw, and it just started biting people just to bite them. And they had to like shoot it like 34 times because like one bullet was like, what's that doing? You ain't doing nothing.
Well, you also got to remember, like, we're in America, so everybody here's out of shape and just hurt or just limping or just out of like you can't even run or have any sort of strength. So if that thing comes at you, man, like the best thing you do is just act dead. Just act dead.
Yeah.
Just act limp.
Yeah, and then the second one was, I guess, a chimp, like a full-grown chimpanzee, like Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Mm-hmm.
He got out, like not Caesar from Planet of the Apes, but a full-grown chimp. I don't want to sully Caesar's good name. That chimp got out, from another zoo. I think it was like a smaller one. You know, not like zoos how we have a zoo here. You know how it's all like cement.
Yeah.
This one was like a more like kind of isolated
Some
one.
dude's backyard.
Yeah, more or less. It was like some dude's bigger backyard, and so it's not like super enclosed, or it's not like a super big cage. It's kind of like a chicken wire, or kind of like these bars and shit. So it got out, and so it just starts like it found one lady and like tore her like fingers off.
Yeah, man, chimps don't fuck around.
Yeah, like tore her fingers off, and it like I don't know, tried to rip her like heart out, but I guess it like ripped a hole in her stomach. Because like chimpanzees like invented Mortal Kombat, and they like do all the fatalities.
Yeah, I heard chimps are fucked up where they go for things that they know they're gonna hurt you. Like they'll rip fingers off, or they'll like go for your genitals. They'll try to rip off like genitals or your eyes. They go for stuff that's like gonna incapacitate you right away. Yeah. And think about that. Like I don't think Brock Lesnar is strong enough to rip something off of your body. And that tiny little chimp can rip something off your body.
That's some Game of Thrones shit.
That's some strength that like we're not even aware of. I mean, Brock Lesnar's like a 350-pound dude, and he can't even grab your stomach and rip it off. Like, and this little tiny chimp can literally. It would be really cool if I could just take over a chimp's body for a day just to test it out. Just be like, set up this deadlift bar. I want to see how I can do with this chimp's body.
Just doing it with one hand and shit.
Probably.
Just doing 500
imagine
with
that grip, that grip strength.
Yeah, man. And
I mean, think about it. They're hanging from trees all day, so that grip strength's got to be insanely good.
You're not chalking up your hands or
Fuck
anything?
no, man. He's like overhand. He's just double overhand. Not even having to like hook it or anything. Not even like nothing. He's just like whatever.
You're hanging from the bar, lifting up another 500 pounds.
If I could take over a chimp's body for a day, or like, and then just try all the different gorillas, like do a gorilla. Can you imagine deadlifting with a gorilla? Bending bars and shit.
When you get hit by a gorilla, you're dead.
I've seen those videos where stupid people piss off gorillas from the other side of the glass, and the gorilla just comes and just slam. Dude, when I see those videos, I'm like, he's gonna shatter through that glass.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Ugh.
They're like, oh, the glass is safe. I'm like, you tried this against a gorilla, huh? Okay. Like, no, but a bullet's the same. Is it the same? One bullet is the same as a gorilla? As a 1,500-pound gorilla coming at this glass? It's the same?
Gorillas are the scary ones, man.
It's the same?
When you see those videos of them trying to go at each other in the pits, you're like, all right, this is going to be horrible, but I have to watch this.
That's nature, man.
It's insane.
Yeah, but those recreations, that not all of them are good, because like some of them they're just like doing to like, like glorify people getting fucked up. But these ones were like kind of, I forget what the series was, but it was like good because it just showed you that like, don't fuck around with animals because they'll kill you.
That's why I don't think I could live in Florida. I can't fuck with alligators, or what do they have? Alligators or crocodiles? Whatever they have down there. I don't want to mess with any of those big lizards. I don't want to fuck with big lizards, all right? Because they don't give a shit, all right? They're worse. Like tigers, they might see you and be like, all right, I may not want to fuck with this dude. Like, he looks kind of pudgy, but he might have a gun. I guess I'll just fuck it. I'll just do it on my side. Alligators don't give a fuck. Those little lizard brains don't have enough capacity to think about that. Like Komodo dragons don't want to fuck with any of those things either. They're small, but they got like poisonous saliva.
They got like poison breath with like some ass dragon shit. What is that?
I don't want to mess with any of that shit. I don't want to mess with any lizards. Big anacondas, you know what I'm saying?
That thing, it's gonna kill you.
Nah.
It's like Australia. People are like, "Oh, Australia's so beautiful. Everything kills you there."
Dude,
every fucking
thing. Bugs that come out of Australia make me never want to go to Australia.
I clearly remember Crocodile Hunter when every time he showed something, he's like, "Oh, we got this over here, and it's a fucking giant tarantula, or it's a lizard that kills you, or it's a fucking mammal that kills you, or some shit." They got that platypus over there that has like a has a Baraka claw from Mortal Kombat. You know who I'm talking about?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has like a poison claw that comes out and kills you too. I'm like, what the fuck, Australia? Get your shit together.
Australia's got some crazy shit,
Not everything needs to be poisonous. Not everything needs to kill you.
Well, Australia's the one too where you see videos of people just, hey, I'm gonna go take a shit. And they lift the toilet,
and there's
it's like a gigantic. Yeah. I'm like, where's this bug come from?
Yeah, everything kills you over there. And they got like 52 different spiders over there that kill you. They got 10 different snakes that kill you.
Can you imagine going to take a shit? You don't even think about it. You wake up in the middle of the night. You go to the bathroom or whatever. whatever you do. Maybe you're a lady, you need to sit down on the bowl, whatever you do. And then all of a sudden you see something crawling on your ass, and it's like trying to make a hole out of your asshole.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? No, you guys listening right now, imagine that. Now just picture yourself. Yeah. You're welcome for the nightmares tonight. Fuck that.
Yeah, man. It's just crazy. That's my new motto.
This motto literally says, put good in and get good out.
That's right.
Hashtag cream pie. What?
That's right. But anyways, yeah, that series of whatever I was watching was good.
Man, I can't mess with any of that shit. But I will say, it'd be cool to go to those, like, totally, probably illegal Mexican places where they let you hold little tiger and lion
have
cubs.
laws there.
Little tiger. I want to hold a little tiger cub.
Did you know Mexico has not Mexico, Tucson has I think not a wolf. I think they have a lion or a tiger that lives on there. I think a tiger.
Like one in the wild?
Yeah.
The fuck a tiger come from?
There's a small, like, I think it's like a 5 mile, like, little rainforest down there. Yeah.
What, inside that biodome thing?
No, like in nature, like, I don't know, in the corner between, like, Mexico and, like, Arizona, somewhere down there, like in the little corner down there, it's like a 5 mile little rainforest area, and there's a fucking tiger that lives on there.
Where'd the tiger come from?
I think it was like one of those zoos you're talking about. I think one time it like got away, and it just happened to find that place, and now it lives there. It's a
Seriously?
protector. I'm fucking dead serious.
Seriously?
I am dead serious about this. Fucking look it up. People thought. Oh, I guess some people sent some like cameras in there to study it or whatever, and then they were looking at it, and then they're like, "Is this a fucking tiger?" And it's like, "Yeah, it's a tiger. It lives down there." I think it's like a 5 mile like area. It's very small.
Dude, we need to get a rental car, and then head over there, get some cameras, and just like try to find them.
Die.
Try to find them, dude. Yeah, why not, dude? That would be an epic vlog. Just try to find the Arizona tiger.
That's how we die.
Feed a tiger today, Arizona wildlife. Why are you trying to feed a tiger?
Oh, it's good. So I can get him used to human blood.
Apparently, there's a place called Tiger, Arizona.
Where's that at?
It's near Pinal County.
That might be in Tucson.
Anyways.
Yeah, I have to look it up for you.
I want to look it up, man. I'm curious. That'd be cool to see a real life tiger. I mean, we have to take some guns, but
yeah, I guess if you go in there, you die because that's like that tiger's area. So.
Dang, some dude is facing charges after 2 tigers are found in Phoenix Gilbert home. Dude, 2 tigers?
2 tigers.
People are crazy with their exotic pets, man. Like I gave it to Tyson because let's face it, Tyson's got some big ass house, you know what I'm saying? And he's got the money to feed that thing. But
well, and like the tiger's like, okay, who am I gonna listen to? Joffrey over here, who's a skinny ass white guy, or Mike Tyson? Like Mike Tyson's like, you gonna listen to me now, Tiger? Tiger's like, yeah, I am. but like fucking Jeff down the street, like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine, dude, if that thing got just mad?
Yeah.
Like, if at some point those tigers start having, like, a fight for dominance, you got to be able to get in there and prove that you're the dominant one. How are you going to do that?
That's what I did with our Dobermans that used to fight. My dad was a little scared. I'm like, I got this shit. They were fighting. I just went in there and tore them up. I just ripped them apart like that. I was like, get the fuck over there.
Those are your dogs that they would have sex and they get stuck together, right?
Yeah.
Like gummy bears and they eat.
Yeah. Yeah, they would fight. I just fucking went in there. I'm like, I'm the fucking master of this. Like, because I'm a goddamn man.
Yeah, man.
Although I was like 10 years old, so, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I big cats are insanely scary when you consider how soft we are. Like, if you look at all the Game of Thrones houses, like, all those could fuck you up. Giant wolves, fuck you up. A lion can definitely fuck you up. And you're thinking, I'm like, oh, the dragon can definitely fuck you up, by the way. But then you're thinking, I'm like, I could take that stag. The fuck you can. That stag will rip through you. Like, you got soft little organs and stuff. Like,
That's right.
Like, everything will fuck you up. Like, we're so soft. We're so lucky we created guns and houses and shit. Because
we were just at Walmart earlier, and I was like, oh, look at that picture of that guy who shot that big-ass deer.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know, if you didn't have that gun, like, that deer
would have fucked you up.
He would shove those horns through you.
Man. Like, back in the day when we used to hunt, it would take a group of us to be able to take something down. Because
one of those soft-ass deers down?
Yeah, because otherwise they would overpower us with one. Like, we would need a handful, a couple distracting ones, a couple of, like, other ones just to make sure that he doesn't get crazy. Need a couple guys on gun duty or arrows and spear duty.
Yeah.
I mean...
two of you weren't going to make it. Like, where's Bert? He's dead. He didn't make it.
He didn't make it, but I brought you this elk over here.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Ingenuity, man. But we are soft motherfuckers. It's all gooey. You got no armor plating. We should have some, like, armor. Like, we should evolve with some armor plating. Because muscles ain't doing shit for you. If a deer antler just stabs you, no matter how yoked you are, it's still going to pierce that shit. You ain't Broly. You ain't the Hulk where it's just getting stronger and just gets bigger. You know what I mean? Like, we're soft as shit.
That's what those people in Africa do. Those tribes in Africa, they just kill those things and they use the, like, elk antlers and horns for, like, spears. They're doing fine. They're killing stuff with that. They're doing fine.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're getting clipped too.
Yeah, they're probably. Oh yeah. No, they're like, hey, where's? Oh. They're like, no, he's dead. He's dead. He died.
But yeah, it's just dark either way. Like, you see them carrying one of those little beds, and they're like, oh, they got a deer. And then when they get into the village, they're like, oh no, Steve died.
Yeah.
We've been carrying Steve for these last few miles.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Serious. It's not a game. It's no joke. It's no joke when you're trying to wrestle, any sort of wildlife. It's not a game.
Nah.
It's not a game. Wake up.
So I think we're getting close on time, man. Anything you want to tell these people? I feel like we need some more, like, we need some more clickbaity shit on here that people can get used to, or maybe like a regular weekly like segment, and we'll have Jonathan's God Super Saiyan Dick sex tips. You know what I'm saying? How to please your woman.
It's like secret one: be Jonathan.
Secret one: be prepared to go for a long time, aka cardio. I'm gonna get you on my cardio regimen: 13 hill sprints, 3-minute intervals, 30 seconds between rests.
It's like secret 2. She got that long hair. That means it's good for pulling. So what I want you to do is wrap your hand around that hair once, and then fuck it, give it another one. Give it a good one. Now I want you to pull, but not pull like you're trying to rip that hair out. I want you to pull it nice and
securely. Pull with the lats, and as you pull with the lats, you also stroke with the hips. That's right. That's right. That's right.
And then maybe once you get to that Super Saiyan level, give it a little choke too.
You know what I'm saying? Let go of the hand as you're yanking. You let go, you disengage quickly, you wrap around the neck, and then you use that for leverage.
That's right.
You just tighten gently but softly, but not too much where you're choking them out and making them see tunnels. And then you just slowly. That's
right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And then if you fuck up and kill her, just leave. Just Uber the fuck out there.
Have that Uber ready. have that like every number dialed except for the enter.
Yeah. I just light the house on fire.
That's a bit much. I wouldn't go that route.
Bleach everything.
Wow. Jeez. So anyway, that maybe we should do a little segment every week. But I thought I didn't get any news because I was busy with the trip and everything. To get any interesting factoids.
I know what we'll call your weekly segment.
What's that?
Jonathan's visit to Slamtown.
I'm not mad at that. Jonathan's visit to Slamtown. Jeez. That's graphic. But yeah, it gets to the point.
Yeah. I'll be like, send all your questions to Jonathan's visit at slamtown.org.
.org is the organization?
Yeah, it's an organization. And
.edu.
Yeah, .edu. It's an educational website. It's like, I don't have a 12-inch dick. Well,
You don't need one, buddy.
don't
Let me
need
show you
one.
what you got to do.
gotta go down on her for at least 90 minutes.
At least 90 minutes. That's what I call priming.
Mm-hmm.
Got prime.
Just rabbit that shit.
What? What? I did not recommend that. That is not Jonathan Scott Super Saiyan God Dick approved.
It's that Hodge twins.
That's Hodgkins approved.
Just
Rabbit.
rabbit that shit.
Jeez.
Like machine gun. Prah! Is that what they used to say?
It's a prah,
Prah,
prah.
prah.
Rabbit. That's pretty bad. AK-47 it. You know what I'm saying? Extra long magazine. Oh, jeez.
Oh, man.
It's pretty bad, man.
That's pretty bad.
Can't tell people who do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's down below. We have our social media links, emails. Once again, if you have questions, or let's say you went on, let's say you went on a shitty date, right? Let's say you had a lot of fun though, but it was kind of weird and shitty. But you're like, maybe this guy's worth it, but he's not calling me back. And what I mean by that is probably you ladies doing this. So let's just say that you're like, I'm really interested in this dude though, but maybe he just thought this one thing I did was weird. But should I call him back or should I call him back? Well, how about
It
you?
was weird that you didn't swallow.
Wow.
the hell?
Wow. You went 0 to 100 there. And so
I'm just trying to give out scenarios young kids are thinking of.
so send the emails with viewer question. My email's down below, and then give me a synopsis of your date, what you did, what you didn't do, what you thought you did wrong, what you probably did wrong, and then how you should go about hitting this guy or girl up, and then we'll give you our advice along with some funnies. We'll give you our advice on your relationship and or date.
That's all I do.
Or maybe you're like a dude where you're like, hey, me and my bae have been like, going out for like 3 years, and it's been great. But out of nowhere, like she started doing this thing where she just like gently massages the seal in my balls, where God just sealed it up, and he just started massaging that and just stroking at the same time. And she didn't do that before. And then she's doing this weird thing where she just slaps it on the side of her cheek, and then just requesting all kinds of weird stuff. She didn't do any of this stuff before. Should I be worried? Did she learn this somewhere else? Hey, whatever your scenario is, man, I'm not here to judge. Just send me those questions. I believe the email listed below is motivatedresults@yahoo.com.
That's horrible. The seam.
Hey, I'm saying the seam, dog. That is anyways. Those... No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Good, thanks.
So anyways, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. You know where our stuff is. Hit us up. Any last words for these people, dude?
Nope. That's it. Just, I'm still shocked you managed to get the seam in here. That's horrible.
Don't forget the seam, ladies.